Hello friends, and welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Today Mimi and I are working in the front full sun chicken coop garden. This is one of those not so glamorous, just real life gardening days. We have got pruning, we have got Panicle hydrangeas that need to be pruned. We've got perennials that still have last year's growth on them. We've got weeding to do and raking up leaves and cleaning, and last but not least, a little bit of fertilizing. So if your garden looks like it's still wintertime, then this is exactly what you need to be doing in your garden right now to set yourself and your garden up for great success this spring and summer. So like I said, we are just getting at it today. It's one of those work days in the garden. Mimi's already at it. She is pruning some hydrangeas and some perennials, all of the things. Of course, we have been here many times before, but yes, we are definitely still in the throes of winter as far as this garden looks, but spring is coming and we have got growth, and so we have got to get after it today.
See, this has come up.
Yes, so what I would do...
And see, it's here, and this one has come up, and it's here.
So this is such a strong leader right
Yes.
here. And this one is too,
Yes.
right there. So I would cut them like here to give them some...
All right, but now you see what's happening.
So then they're rubbing.
Right. That's what I need.
So then I would, since they're going to rub, I would take this one out and leave the big strong one. And then this is a big strong one. So
That's a big strong one.
I would go ahead and take that one out too.
You would?
Yeah. So when it comes to pruning your hydrangeas, there's...
All the way back here?
Yep, I take it all the way back. These are all panicle hydrangeas, meaning that they bloom on new growth. They love the sun. So Mimi and I were just discussing, and there's multiple ways that we could have gone around this, but I like what's happening. What she was saying is we've got these two strong stems that have come up all last year, but they're really, really strong and they're nice and upright. So I want to keep those. What the problem was down here is we had some crisscrossing action happening, and if you can avoid your stems from rubbing, then we want to get those out. We don't want the stems to rub. And we're also making sure that we're taking out the really low pieces. Yep, I take that one out too. Because we've got so many other plants around here that I want to make sure that it's more upright and not really touching the ground, so that the other plants have plenty of room to thrive. But your panicles, they bloom on brand new growth. They are already, this is a puffer fish. It is just starting to put out some of those little baby leaves, and so you'll see that Mimi cut. We've got little leaves right here, and she cut above them. So last year, cut here, and these were two little leaves, and then now they're nice strong branches. So the puffer fishes are a little bit, quote, a little bit behind. This is a Pinky Winky Prime right here. We've got some leaf swells on this as well, so that is like, the plant is screaming at us, we need to get pruned, we need to get pruned. And then down here, we've got the 5 firelights. These are the traditional, nice big firelights. You can see that 2 of them are pruned. I pruned these probably like a month, 6 weeks ago, just when I had some spare time. And y'all, look at all those foliage that is popping out. And you'll notice how much I cleaned up and made it really thin, just kept my strong stems down there at the bottom. I have a little garden friend there on the stem. Oh, and he's gone. He's a little camera shy. So what we're doing first is getting the hydrangeas, and then like I said, of course, all the perennials. So I've got Rudbeckia right here that desperately needs to be cleaned up. I have my Hibiscus over here. So we're just getting here and cleaned up, and then we have got tons of leaf litter that needs to get out as well. So we're just gonna go for it. There you go, my friends. Getting the garden cleaned up and ready for spring. So if your garden looks like my garden, right? You are right where you are supposed to be. It is, at least here in North Carolina, we are most definitely experiencing like a false spring. We're actually having record-breaking temperatures right now. It's supposed to get up to 88 today, and then we're having a cold front come through, and then we're back into normal temperatures. So your plants, they know probably a little bit better than we certainly do, and so they're starting to wake up. You've still got time to get in your garden, right? Because there is grace in gardening. So let me just walk you through and show you what Mimi and I did, because while we did show you a lot of the things that we did, we didn't show you everything. So it's kind of hard sometimes to be in the middle of a gardening project and be the film crew all at the same time. So we appreciate your grace and understanding. The biggest dramatic difference probably was pruning the hydrangeas, because they were so big, which is good, this is what we want, but the wind's moving the camera. But it does kind of block the view a little bit. So getting them pruned really opens everything up. To give you the perspective from down here below, I don't know if y'all can see how the wind is blowing, but here we go. We're supposed to get some rain tonight, which is a fantastic thing. But everything is just like between the tulips blooming and the daffodils. Even my creeping Jenny this week has exploded in color. It's great, but you can really see now the entire garden because having those firelights pruned back. Your panicles and your smooth hydrangeas, those are the ones we want to prune this time of year. Your macrophyllus, your oak leaves, your serratas, we don't want to prune those. But with your panicles, especially when they are mature ones, you absolutely can give them a really good haircut. And you'll notice that we took out all the little thin limbs and stems inside of it. Really trying to create those nice, strong stems so that we don't have any kind of flopping happen this summer once those big, beautiful bloom heads get on it. Then just tidying up everything. Your perennial hibiscus, this is watermelon ruffles right here, just cut it to the ground essentially, right? So 6 to 8 inches, just cut it. Nothing will come back from that growth, so that is dead. Nothing's gonna happen. Let's see. You know what, y'all? I do declare, look at this. Let's see if the camera will focus. Do you see that little green nodule right there? That is new growth. That's how warm and toasty this garden is. In March, I have my hibiscus coming back. So it is going to be chilly, so I'm just going to put those little leaves back right there and insulate that growth just a little bit. And then I did go ahead and prune my El Nino. So the El Nino is that Catalpa from Proven Winners. The desert orchid, it blooms on new growth, so you can go ahead and prune it now. The El Nino is going to be a multi-trunked tree. Somebody was asking me when we were working in the adjacent garden how it was doing and how it did over the winter. It did great. And so you can see that everything is alive because inside it's nice and white and fleshy, has a little bit of a green tint to it. They've already kind of sealed up a little bit. But multi-trunked tree on that, and yeah, it is an extremely fast grower. This is not on irrigation, loves the clay soil. It is doing great. Of course, there's beautiful pink blooms on it. So the El Nino, it got a haircut as well. And then I wanted to show you this, y'all. We always talk about there's grace in gardening. This is a quince. I have 3 of them. This is the double take eternal white, I believe it is. It is obviously a double bloom, beautiful, is just now starting. Y'all, the rabbits prune this for me every year. And it always amazes me that it comes and flushes back out, but you can see how many buds we've got on here. It did not get a prune, obviously, because it is in bloom, so we leave it alone. did go ahead. This is double play dolly Spirea. Even though it had some new growth on it, went ahead and pruned it. Y'all literally grabbed it up like a ponytail and just cut it. So cut it back by, I don't know, a third to a half. All of that foliage will continue to flush out and they will be just gorgeous. The one thing I did not prune was the sprinter boxwoods. So on each corner I have a sprinter boxwood, and let's just be honest. We have been working really hard in the garden with this lovely weather, and I'm just tired. Just full disclosure, I'm just tired, and I was like, you know what? I'm practicing what I'm preaching. There is grace in gardening, and that sprinter boxwood, it can wait a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. It'll be fine. All I wanted to do is shape it up anyway, just to keep it nice and neat and tidy and compact. Thank you, that was the word I was looking for this summer. So no problem. When I get up here the next time, I will just simply go ahead and just kind of shape it up, give it a little prune job to keep it nice and tight, and there you go. I talked about, again, grace in gardening, that we were going to go ahead and fertilize. Well, with the wind picking up the way that it is, I don't really want to be putting down slow release fertilizer that is granular, and it's specifically the tones, because if you know the tones, it is quite, can be dusty sometimes, and this is not when I want to be putting it down, because I want the fertilizer to go on the plants, not all over me and not in the wind. So I had to put a pin in that little task for today. Ideally, it would have been great to get that done today, because it's supposed to rain tonight, but you know what, it'll rain another night and I can do it before that one. So there you go, my friends. Everything, is it perfect? No. Is it much better than when it was when we started this morning? Why, it sure is. I told Mimi, I said, it's like the garden can breathe now. It got some love, it is happy, it is off to a great start, and we'll continue with just a little bit of TLC throughout the season, and of course giving it some good slow release fertilizer to help everybody wake up and be nice and strong. But my goodness, y'all, everything is just popping. The forest pansy red bud there by the house is getting ready to explode in color. So as always, my friends, we hope you have found this fun, informative, inspirational. Hopefully it gives you a little bit of encouragement to get out in your garden if you are able and if the weather permits. Do a little bit of stuff. The little things that we do now will have huge payoffs come later on this spring and into summer. So y'all have an amazing day. I will see you in the next video. Bye, sweet friends.